So a bit more of a serious update this time, and probably another confession time actually. So on this trip, I feel like I've shared a lot of the highs and all the good things, all the things I achieved, but I never really shared any of the lows. And I always said I was going to, and I just don't know why I didn't do it. I always feel like I'm trying to be positive. I didn't want to sound like I was complaining or moaning or anything like that. I never really shared them, but the fact of the matter is that a lot of the time on this Scottish challenge, I've been the lowest I've ever been. And I've also been the highest I've ever been, but also the lowest. And I never really shared that, and I think that it's really important that I do share that, because it's really important going forward, given what I was doing on this tour and what I was planning doing around the world, which I'm not going to be doing anymore. So all the events that we organised, I'm really glad that we've done them, and I'm glad that we were able to reach so many people, and I've spoken over 10 towns across Scotland, share my story, help people, inspire people, and I'm really glad that we've done them. I'm also very grateful to the amount of people who helped organise those events and all the work that went into that. I'm really grateful for that. But in hindsight, I wouldn't plan it like that again, because what I really underestimated is how physically challenged this was going to be. And I've done a lot of talks in the past about my own mental health, and I'll go there, I'll speak, I'll tell the story, and it's fine because I've not done any physical activity that day, and I'm mentally fine, and I'll just go home after and I wouldn't feel anything. But on this tour, when I've been cycling for 6 hours a day, physically I've got nothing left, and then I have to go into a room, stand on a stage and go back to that place and talk about what happened in the car that night, and that's very hard, really hard, really difficult. And I always felt after the events, as much as I was glad we'd done them, that for me personally, I was feeling terrible and I was feeling absolutely rock bottom. I think doing the talks is great, but not during cycling. What I've realised is cycling is the challenge. The challenge is to cycle around the world, and I can't be doing the talks and the cycling at the same time, because it's too demanding physically and mentally. So what I'm going to be doing is around the world is I'm cycling. The challenge is to cycle, and because another thing that it was putting me under a lot of pressure at times to be in certain places for each event, and I get it was me to put myself under this pressure. I was the one who asked to organise events. I was the one who said I wanted to do the event. So it was all me. It was all I created this problem basically. But I've realised now that it's not the way it's going to be going forward. So when I'm around the world, I'll meet people and I'll tell them what I'm doing, I'll tell them the story, but I'm not going to have any planned events that I'm organising, because it's just far too hard logistically, puts a lot of pressure under me, puts pressure on me, and it's just very hard to do those sort of talks while cycling. If I'm in a place and there's something on, great, I'll go along if there's an opportunity, definitely, but I'm not going to be planning it like I planned the Scottish one. And I think after the cycling, you don't really want to go and start talking about your own mental health and how you tried to kill yourself. It's just really hard when you're physically knackered, and I found that really difficult. So I think what I'll do is, when I'm cycling around the world, if I feel like I meet somebody and I feel okay, I can talk to them about it, yeah, definitely. But if I meet somebody and I'm feeling absolutely knackered, then I've got the option where I don't need to tell them why I'm doing it, and I don't have to go into that headspace, which I think is the way I need to do it. So that was just the first thing I wanted to say, that going forward, I'm not going to be planning events like that, and I just wanted to let you know that. And the other thing was, I don't feel like I was completely honest with everybody during this tour. Like, I put up my videos, I put up my updates, and I've done this today, achieved that, and I don't think I ever showed you any of the bits when I was feeling low, and I feel like I've got a duty to do that, to share the high and the lows. So ahead of getting back in Edinburgh tomorrow, I just wanted to be really honest and tell you that, you know what, this experience has been amazing overall. It's been the best experience of my life, and I wouldn't have it any other way. This is my life now, and I wouldn't change it. But it is difficult, it is very hard. I mean, I've not shared with people on here the times down in Kelso when I was absolutely rock bottom, and all I could think about was cycling in front of a truck or cycling in front of a lorry and taking my own life basically. Or the times up north near Thurso when I just thought about going and jumping off a cliff. Or the time cycling through the woods up in the west coast where I thought about going and hanging myself. I know that might trigger a lot of people, I might upset people to hear that, but that is the fact of the matter, and that's the sort of journey that I'm still on. And I've realised as well, I've had a lot of time on my own to think throughout the last month, and it's been really good. It's been really good to look inside myself, and what I've realised is that if I still feel like that, then I can't be doing this big thing to help other people with that as the main aim, because I still need to help myself first. And I've realised that I couldn't, and I was asking myself the question, why am I doing this? I didn't even know, I couldn't even come up with a why I'm cycling around the world, I don't know. the only thing that I think why I'm doing it is I think that will make me happy. I think that this is my journey to happiness basically, and that by cycling around the world it will somehow help me realise what it's all about and who I am. So that's the main reason I'm doing it. Yes, it will raise awareness of mental health. Yes, it will help and inspire people, which I do care about. I do care about helping other people. But my why for doing it is to find happiness, and I've realised that, and I think that it's really important that I communicate that with you and let you know that how I'm feeling. So I just wanted to get that off my chest, and I think going forward I'm going to try and be a lot more honest and try and share the bad as well as the good, because I've not done that enough during the Scotland tour. But so I just thought I would get that off my chest and let you know how I'm feeling. But ending on a positive, as always, ending on a high. It was the best experience in my life, and going around the world is going to be even better experience. And as much as it's high and low and it's an absolute roller coaster, I wouldn't change it, and this is my life now and I love it. And I think what I've learned from the cycling as well is that cycling, like life, in my life especially, it will feel like you're going uphill, it will feel like you're going into a headwind, you will get battered by the rain. But like cycling and in life, no matter how far uphill you go, at the end of it, there's always a downhill. Always, always, always. There's no many guarantees in life, but one is that there's always a downhill. And once you get to the top of that hill, it will be downhill. And like in life, it won't always be that bad. And I think that's what I've tried to tell myself now. So yeah, I'm just trying to. I'm a lot more chilled out after this cycle. I'm feeling really relaxed, and I don't take things too seriously. A big part of what I've done over the last few years is put so much pressure on myself to be successful. But you know what? I don't even care about being successful anymore. I just want to be happy. Happiness is the only thing I care about in this world. Once I've found my happiness and I feel really happy within myself, and I don't feel suicidal every day, at least once a day, then I can go into other things and try and do other things in my life. But until then, that is my main aim. The only thing that I really, really care about is finding happiness and sorting my head out. And I think that for now, the cycle is the way of doing that. So I'm just going to wrap this up, but just a wee bit of a confession time, and ahead of all the celebrations, ahead of all the positivity that's going to be happening over the next week, just wanted to get that out there and get that done. So again, thanks again to everybody who's been following this. Your support really has meant the world to me. There's been nothing better on a really hard day of cycling when I get into the hotel or got on my phone and have a look and see all the comments and messages. It really really just fires me up, and it just makes me feel great. So I really, really thank you for that. And I know I'm going on a bit with this video now, so I'm just going to wrap up, and thanks again. I'll see you all soon.